inshallah, after this session, I'll be contacting the IT department, and I think it will be working inshallah after 12. Yes, Malak,
خلاص yes, thank you.
you're welcome. So don't forget about the homework sheet for tomorrow, or I will not accept it. Let's move on to our lesson today. Today we're covering chapter 1, lesson 2. Geographers and their tools. Chapter 1, lesson 2, geographers and their tools. The first question I'm going to be imposing today, what kind of tools or what are the tools that geographers use? Who can tell me what kind of tools that geographers use?
Yes, can I say?
Judy?
No, I'm Hannah.
Judy, raise hand.
They use a compass.
Compass, Rose, yeah. What else?
GIS and GPS.
Of course, GIS and GPS, huh? What else? Thank you, Judy. Maya, can you add more? Maya.
They also use maps, globes, and atlases.
Thank you very much. These are mostly the common tools they use. They use maps, globes, compass rose. Also, they can be using the GIS or the GPS, which we're going to be covering or revising this lesson. But let's start with the first one. Or before we start with the first tool, I want to ask you another question. What's meant by hemisphere? What's meant by hemisphere? Who can tell me what's meant by hemisphere? Reem Buddha? Reem Buddha.
Each half of Earth is called a hemisphere. And the equator and prime meridian divide the Earth into two halves. Each half is called a hemisphere.
Thank you very much. Not only the prime meridian can divide the Earth, we have also another imaginary line that can divide the Earth. Hannah Hamdi. Thank you, Yarim. Hannah Hamdi.
Yes.
We have another line who also divides the Earth. Hemisphere is half of the Earth. Hemisphere is half of the Earth. We have two imaginary lines that could divide the Earth into two hemispheres. Reem mentioned the prime meridian. Is there another line?
The equator.
The equator. Thank you very much. So again, what's meant by hemisphere? Each half of Earth is divided by the prime meridian, which divides the Earth into eastern and western hemispheres, and the equator, which divides the Earth into northern and southern hemispheres. So we have several tools. The first tool we're going to be talking about today is globes. What's meant by globes? What's meant by globes? I have Hannah Dorgam. Hannah, go ahead. What's meant by globe?
Globe show a whole planet.
It shows the whole planet, yes. It looks like a round ball. Yeah, thank you very much. The Earth's sphere, shaped like balls representing the shapes of a land, bodies of water. They also show distances and directions between places. That's what's meant by globes. The Earth's sphere, shaped like a ball, representing the shapes, of course, shapes of land, shapes of bodies of water. They also show us distances between countries and the directions between places. Why globes are most accurate way to show places? Why do we consider globes the most accurate way to show places? Anyone knows?
Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead. Who's asking this?
Hannah. Okay. You are screening. You are screening or no?
Sorry.
You are making a share screen or no?
I'm sharing the screen now. Can you see it?
Yes.
Is it visible? Okay.
Before that,
I wasn't showing it. I'm just asking you questions. What's meant by globes? You have the already definition in front of you. And my question to you, why are globes the most accurate way to show places on Earth? Why globes are considered the most accurate tools to be used to show places. Anyone knows the answer?
Miss, can I say?
Go ahead. But say your name because I can't see. Huh?
I say?
Your name first.
Hannah Durham.
Okay, Hannah, because I can see that. Okay, thank you very much. Hannah, go ahead. Why they are considered?
Globes show physical and political features such as the land masses and bodies of water and countries around the world.
So it's right answer, yeah. We consider them the most accurate way to show places on Earth because they show us the globe is like shaped like a sphere or a ball. So they show us the accurate length, form, the accurate bodies of water on the correct places. They also resemble distances and directions between places more than on a flat one. You know that we have also another tool which is the map. The map is flat. So it's not accurate as much as the globes. Let's move to the next one. Someone is raising hands. One minute. Anyone wants?
Miss, can you repeat?
Miss, can you repeat?
I repeat it, okay. Again, globes are like sphere, are like a ball. So they show the land form and the bodies of water in their accurate place. The map is flat. The map is flat, so they are not accurate. They are distorting the reality. So so globes are more accurate because they show us the real place, the real bodies of water, the real shape of a landform in their accurate places. They don't change the reality. And they show us also at the same time distances and directions between places. More correct, they show us these distances and the places more correct than a flat map. Because they look like the Earth. They resemble the real Earth. Let's move back to our what's meant by a map.
Miss,
Yes.
are you sharing the screen?
Now I'm gonna share it now. What's meant by a map?
What?
What's meant by map? Oh. Yes, go ahead. Okay, I have Ahmed. Go ahead, Ahmed. What's meant by maps? Ahmed Rashwan. Ahmed Rashwan.
Miss, the screen stopped
I know,
sharing.
I'm asking a question. What's meant by map? What's meant by map? Ahmed's not here anymore? Okay, let's move to Ahmed Rashwan. Go ahead, unmute yourself.
Miss, can I try to answer?
Okay, go ahead. What's meant by maps?
Miss, can I answer?
Yes, go.
Okay, they are a flat representation around the Earth, and it helps you to know the place or the location.
Yes.
And it's on a paper. It's like you can put it in your bag or
Yeah, it can store it.
It's a flat paper.
Yeah. Again,
Yes.
maps are like flat representations of the round Earth. Flat representations of the round Earth. Maps convert or change the round space into flat space. So it has a very crucial con. It's distorted reality. Maps are not accurate like the globes, because they distort the reality. You know that the Earth is like a ball, and at the same time, the globe is like a ball. So the map is flat. So when we are changing the globe or the Earth into maps, we distort reality. So they are not accurate such as the globes. Again, maps are flat representation of the Earth. What are the parts of a map? Who can tell me what are the parts of a map? Yes. Parts of a map. Okay, كنزي الطحان.
Key, scale bar, compass rose.
Thank you very much. Before we get into the parts of a map, let's talk about the map title. At the very beginning, we have the title of the map. As you can see on the map in front of you, you'll find population density in Florida, USA. Density in Florida, USA. This is the title of a map. The title of a map show us or tell us what area the map will cover. It also identifies what kind of information you're going to be finding on the map, or the map will present to you. Okay, so this is the title of the map. The map has several or different parts. Actually, it has 2 parts. The first one is the key. Key show us features that explain the symbols and the colors and the lines on the map. The map consists of some symbols, some colors, and some lines. The key tell us what the symbols or colors or lines features explain it to us. What is resembled to, what is refers to. Okay, this is the key. We have another part which is the scale bar. The scale bar feature on the map tell us a measured space. A measured space on the map which relates to actual distances on Earth. It tells us the space or the distance between a country or another country, a city or another city, an area or another area, and what's the relation between the distance or the measurement on the map and the real distance on Earth. The last one is the compass rose. And of course, as we know, the compass rose show us the directions which are represented in the cardinals. Okay, so we have 3 main parts of a map. The key, scale bar, compass rose. Key will explain more about the symbols and the colors. Scale bar tell us more about the distances, and the compass rose talks about the direction using the cardinals. Anyone has any questions till now? Please lower your hand and raise your hand again if you have questions. Everyone lower your hand. Thank you very much. You don't have any questions for now? It's easy. Now, who can tell me بقى a very important Ahmed, you have questions? Ahmed Rashwan.
لا waiting back
No?
to answer يعني.
No.
Answer.
Okay.
Answer.
I have a question for you guys. What's the difference between globes and maps? What's the difference between globes and maps? Or actually, how globes and maps are alike and how they are different? Osama Gizi, go ahead.
They are both representations, but the globe is more accurate because it shows places exactly, and because it's the same shape as Earth.
Osama, can
and
you
maps are flat.
please repeat again, please?
They're both representations of Earth.
Yes.
But globes are better than maps because they're the same shape as Earth, and they show the exact locations compared to Earth, while maps are just flat.
Thank you very much, Osama. Yes, they are both alike. Both of them are representation to the Earth. Okay, please, Osama, mute. They are both representations for the Earth. They show us the distances. They show it compared to the Earth. Of course, they show us the landforms and the bodies of water. The difference is the map is flat. Like in the globe is a little bit like the Earth. It's a little bit sphere shape. This is the first one. The second difference, maps are easy to be stored, but of course, globes aren't that easy to be stored. Maps has good advantage, which it shows us more details. If you want to be showing more details about a country or a city or an area, for example, if you want to cover an area, you want to know what are the physical features in this area, what kind of landform, what kind of bodies of water, what kind of climate, vegetation. You will be needing the map, because the map can show us a small part of an area or a small part of a country or the country itself alone, but the globe will show us the whole world. So details will be more accurate or not accurate, will be more showing on a map more than a globe. Okay, so if you want to know more details, you should be using maps because they are more specialized and they show us more kinds of information. This is, I think, the basic differences between globes and maps. So again, who can tell me what are the differences between globes and maps? Noor al-Mahi? Noor al-Mahi.
A difference. Miss, what is the question again? That's the your voice was low.
Okay. How are maps and globes alike and different? How they are alike and different?
They both are visual representations of Earth.
Please state the differences only.
Okay. Globes are round representations of Earth. They're like a ball, and they're more accurate in locations and sizes. Maps are flat, and they're not as accurate as globes.
Okay. We have another difference. Anyone can tell me what's another difference? She said a very crucial one. Yes, go ahead. I have Judy. Judy, tell me another difference.
Maps can show the vegetations and climate. يعني have the world يعني and the vegetation okay?
Yes.
And specific places on Earth.
Yeah.
But the globe can show the whole world.
Thank you very much. And go ahead.
That's it.
That's it? Okay. Ahmad Rashwan, do you still have another difference before we move? Ahmad Rashwan.
كده طول.
No, we still have one difference, which are maps are easy to be stored, but globes are that easy to be stored, and they are easily to be held, okay? Let's move back to the, we said that we have two different, we have three parts of a map, and we have talked about them. Let's talk about the map projection. Who can tell me what's meant by map projections? Map projections. I have Reem. I have, okay, Adam Guaid, because Adam didn't answer today. Adam Guaid.
Yes.
What's meant by map projection?
System of presenting the round Earth on a flat.
Yeah. Okay, this is the system of presenting the round Earth into flat one. Of course, we are presenting the round Earth on a flat map. It distorts some of the details. That's why maps are not as accurate as the globes. Also, we have the map scales. As I told you before, map scales have a relationship between distances on the map and on Earth. Maps also have two types of scales. We have large scales and small scales. Okay, large scales cover the smaller areas, but small scales cover the larger areas. Map projection is a system of changing or presenting the round Earth into a flat map. We have also the map scales, which has a relationship between the distances on the map and on Earth. And we said that map has two kinds of or two types of scales. We have the large scale and the large scale and the small scale. The large scale map focus on smaller areas because it's large scale and it won't show us more details. But the smaller scale might be the same or they show us the smaller areas. Okay. Sorry, the large scale map will show a focus on the smaller areas, but the smaller scale map will show us the bigger areas. The last one is, someone is trying to admit, okay. The last one is the types of maps. Who can tell me what types of maps do we have? I guess this lesson is like a revision. Types of maps. Maya?
We have general purpose maps.
Yeah.
They show information about يعني a specific يعني human and made features.
Yeah, human and natural features. We have general.
Yes.
And the second one, general purpose maps, and we have another one. Do you know it?
لا.
Okay, thank you. Anyone has an idea about the second one? Reem?
Miss, can I say?
Yes, Reem, go ahead.
Thematic maps. The
Yes.
second type of thematic maps show more information.
Yes, thank you very much. We have the general purpose maps and the thematic maps. General purpose maps will give us information, or generally maps give us information drawn on the map. The general purpose maps show us a wide range of information about an area. Generally, they show us both human-made features of an area and the natural features. Okay, but they show us also the elevation and the relief, which we're going to be knowing the difference between them next session. The thematic maps is more with the details. It shows us the route maps, land use map, kind of plants, vegetation maps, because they show us special or information we need to know about them. For example, if I want to know this area, what kind of activities they are doing, is it farming, mining, or fishing? We will be using the land use map. If I want to know which direction I should be heading to, or the distance between a country or another country, or a city to another city, I'll be using the route map. If I want to know what kind of plants in this area, I'll be using the vegetation maps. So we have, again, two kinds or two types of maps. We have the general purpose one and the thematic map. Also, under the general purpose, we have two types, and under the thematic, we have different types. Under the general purpose one, we have the political maps and the physical maps. Under the thematic, we have the vegetation, the route, the land use, and the different kinds of maps. Okay, the general purpose maps, again, show us what kind of information are drawn on the map. It shows us human-made features of an area and its natural features at the same time. Okay, what are the general purpose maps? We have two types, political maps and physical maps. The political maps will show us the boundaries of countries and the divisions within it. It also shows us the names of cities and location. This is what's meant by political maps. As for the physical maps, it shows us the natural features such as mountains, rivers. It also shows us the size and the shape of them, and show us two important things, the elevation and the relief. Of course, we know what's meant by elevation. Anyone knows what's meant by elevation?
Yes, can I say?
Yes, Hannah, go ahead. Elevation.
How much above or below the sea level is
A feature is. And what's meant by relief? Anyone knows what's meant by relief? Okay, let me see. Let me say it quickly. The relief. Yes, who's talking? Adam? Okay.
Reem.
Reem, go ahead, ya Reem. Huh? What's meant by relief?
The difference between elevation of one area or one feature to another.
To another feature, compared to another feature. Thank you very much. So elevation, you know, we already covered elevation before. It's how much above or below a sea level a feature is. What's meant by relief is the difference between elevations, between one feature and another feature. Okay, that's it for today. That's it for today. Anyone has any questions about the lesson? Anyone has to ask any question? Guys, don't forget about tomorrow.
Miss.
Yes, Maya.
Miss, do we have homework for today?
Sorry?
Do we have homework for today?
No, we don't have homework for today. We only have the homework for this week, which I've been waiting for it for the whole week. Tomorrow is the due date. That's it.
Miss, can
Yes.
you upload the PowerPoint?
I already uploaded, but there is a
Miss,
problem.
can you upload the PowerPoint?
I'm going to be checking the problem now, after the sessions, after I finish my sessions. But already I have uploaded the PowerPoint. But there is something.
Okay, thank you.
Right? Don't worry, I'm going to be fixing it today. The PowerPoint for the last lesson. For this lesson, no, at the end of the lesson. Okay? Anyone want to answer
Thank you.
any question? Do you have any questions about the lesson?
No, Miss, thank you.
Okay, I'll see you next time, guys. If you have any question, you can send it to me on the group as you do. Don't forget about the due date, okay? Bye, see you guys.
Bye.